Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm going to be doing another book update. I'm pretty sure I already did one this month, but a lot of things have happened between that and now, so I'm just going to go over it. So, for starters, this is how many words I have written. I have, as of right now, I have not touched it. It's just there, I have not touched it. This is how many words I have as of right now. I'm really happy because my stepmom has some writer friends that actually have some of their books published and everything, and she trusts them a lot, so she sent what I have in my book so far to these couple people, and I've got feedback from some of the people already, and I'm just like fixing things that they suggested and what they like observed and everything, and it's just really, even though the book is not done, like, I was really nervous to send it out considering it wasn't done, and like there's probably so many spelling mistakes and like so many things still wrong with the book because I haven't gone into like the re-editing, and like I'm not even finished what I want done yet out of the book. I probably want like 23 or 24 chapters in it, so having it sent out like that when it's not even done, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hate it, they're gonna like find so many mistakes. I'm like, no. But I got feedback from one of the authors, and he really liked it. He just suggested some things that I didn't really go into more detail with. I'm like, okay, so I went back and fixed it. But overall, he really liked it, and if I have any questions, that he'll like help any way he can, and it was like, it's just surreal having people, other authors that are like famous in a way, that they already have books out, they already have like published and everything. It's just like so cool, like, oh my gosh. It was so, like, when I, sorry I'm saying like a lot, but when I got it, like when I got the first email from one of the people who read the book and like the feedback and everything, like, there was really nothing bad they said about it. There was some things that I didn't go into detail with that they suggested, so like this, or what about this, or what does the main character feel about this, and I realized like, oh, I probably would have already did it in the second draft, but it was nice to get it out now, so in case in the second draft that I wanted to change some things, it would have been nice to do that. Like, it's nice to do it earlier on instead of doing it in the second draft and waiting even longer for your book to get published. But it's like, oh my gosh, I keep saying that word, stop it. But I'm trying not to say like, because it's so amazing and I'm so happy. And last book review, I told you guys the name of the book is Generation X, and I told you how literally the night I found X Generation. But I have read some of X Generation, because I'm like, okay, I don't want it to be like this, because if someone reads both, I don't want them to think, oh, that happened. But I typed up Generation X and nothing came up. So I was like, oh, let's do this, because I didn't type up X Generation. And even if you have to type up X Generation, you don't know me in order to get the book up. And so far the book is okay. It's from two different perspectives. This is going to turn into a book review, even though I haven't finished the book. But so far, it's not like my book. Yes, my book takes place in high school. The book takes place in high school too, but those characters in X Generation are just going into high school. My characters have been in high school for a while, so it's like, the similarities, I agree. The main character in my book has like red hair, the main character in that book has red hair, but I didn't even know it. Like, I didn't know it existed, and I wanted my character to have red hair before I even found out about this, because I was working on this since the end of grade 8, so since I was 13. So I really wanted the character, green eyes, red hair. I'm telling you a whole bunch of information about these characters already. Stop it. But I was working on it before I even thought, oh, maybe I want to turn this thing into a whole book, because I was just writing like a little short story, and now it's like this huge thing. And I, like, through most of the summer, since I was reading books, I didn't really have the energy, I guess, to continue writing, and for a while I stopped at chapter 16, and for a while I was just like, do I really want to continue? Because I wasn't in the mood to write. Every time I went to sit down and write something, I'm like, oh, but I want to do this instead, like something else not related to the book. And then when I came back to London from my grandmother's, I literally sat on my stairs staring at my laptop. I'm like, all these ideas were just coming into my head, and I was like literally like in my zone of writing, just like idea after idea after idea, and it was just so cool. And I was writing a certain scene, and I was writing a certain scene, and I'm not gonna say what happened, but I was like, okay, so I was writing it out, and this idea just pops in my head. I'm like, what if they were glowing flowers? Like, that's kind of not really a spoiler, but I'm like, what if they were glowing flowers? And that idea came out of nowhere because I wasn't thinking about anything. And then, so I literally went to Google and searched glowing flowers. And apparently there is a flower called the moon flower that glows at night like a purplish color. So that is in my book. And it's not really a spoiler, but that idea came out of nowhere. I was just sitting down in my zone, like, writing, and it was like so cool having it, like being in that zone, just these ideas coming out of nowhere and being able to write like non-stop. Oh my god, it's Hamilton. Ashley, it's Hamilton. I'm sorry, Hamilton, I'm obsessed. But it was so cool, and so I really want to continue writing. I'm actually gonna check for a second because I am on the beginning of chapter 18. I have like the first paragraph down, and I'm like working my way through it because I know I actually want to continue on with like another book because I'm at chapter 18 already, and like stuff has happened, but not a lot of stuff that I want to put into the book, and it can't happen within those short chapters from 18 to 24, 23. So I'm literally like want to write another book, and I want to like get this done. Like, it's almost done, and I'm like so like it's almost done. My book is almost done, and I only have a couple chapters left, and I want to get what I want. I want to get what I want in those short chapters so I'll continue on with another book. So like, oh, I'm saying that word so much, I'm sorry if it's getting annoying, but I have so much I want to say. Like, I know where I want this book to go. I know where I want it to finally end and everything. But there's just not enough space in those couple chapters for me to write everything. Because in the beginning of my book, I put so much more detail into what the characters were doing in the now. And I didn't really emphasize anything until I really, at the very end chapter, is going to put so much more, like, I'm trying to think of the word, so much more, it's gonna show you more of what the book series, I even want it to be a series, what the books are going to be going on about, because now it's just kind of with the characters and then starting something, and I'm trying not to give away my book because I want you guys to read it. Like, I'm almost done the book, then I get to work on the second draft, and since my stepmom has so many writer friends, maybe I could get it published. I don't know, but I really, really want to get it published. And the thing that was so surreal with the other authors giving me feedback is their books they write are completely different from the one I'm writing. Like, mine's like fantasy, and the person that gave me feedback writes horror books, and they loved it. Like, you just get really excited when that happens. So I'm really happy because I'm almost done with the short chapters. It's just so amazing. That is it for this video. Click up here to check out my other channel. Click down here to subscribe. All my links will be in the description below. And this will be uploaded on a Tuesday, so I'm literally leaving the next day to go back to Newfoundland on a Wednesday. I have to get up at 2 a.m. You guys get to watch the vlog of me getting up at 2 a.m. and having to go on a plane. We have to drive. The reason we have to get up so early is our flight leaves at 6 in Toronto, and I'm in London, so I have to drive like 2 hours or whatever, depends on traffic, to get to the Toronto airport and leave at 6 a.m. So yeah, that is it for this video. like and subscribe.